Sau đây chúng ta sẽ đến với lại ban hội đồng đánh giá 4 tấm ảnh của mỗi nhóm để lặp lại luật chơi như sau. Mỗi nhóm phải đưa ra 4 tấm ảnh, trong đó phải có đủ 2 thành viên của đội mình. 4 tấm ảnh này phải được thể hiện được tinh thần đang du ngoạn nước Úc, đặc biệt là Melbourne. Yếu tố thứ hai đó là phải thể hiện được những yếu tố đặc trưng của thành phố Melbourne. Và khi đưa ra những bức ảnh này thì mục tiêu chủ chốt đó là giúp cho mọi người khác cũng thật là muốn đến du lịch ở thành phố Melbourne. Và sau đây sẽ là 4 tấm hình.
Nói là tiếng Anh không Nam Hồ.
Tấm ảnh một nha. Để cháu nói luôn nhá. Tấm ảnh 1 là của đội mentor chân hình. Tấm ảnh này là của thí sinh duy nhất là thí sinh
Huyền Trang.
có tên Huyền Trang luôn được không ạ? Hay là thí sinh bác sĩ Trang hay?
Huyền Trang.
Huyền Trang. Rồi, bà nhìn rõ chưa ạ?
Rồi.
Rồi, did you have a close look at this one?
I have had a look at that
Alright.
one.
What about you?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
Trông dã rời quá.
Now, moving on to the second photos. This photo showcase both members of the teams.
This is still my team.
Yes. You can see this one is taken outside of Flinders Street Station, and behind it is a pink tram.
Ariana Grande.
Everyone looking at the Ariana Grande. It shows that, can I just add, as a,
Sure, if you have something to ask, you can.
I know that Melbourne is one of the most livable cities in the world, and this is known for not only the outstanding landmarks, but also the pop culture influence.
So that's why you choose.
So
this
why
dish.
is that
The
leaving
Ariana Grande.
Melbourne?
Because that's a personal.
See, I protest that what you say. Why did I leave
Please keep this
Melbourne?
as an entertaining competition, not a
I'm
political.
Yeah.
I'm staring.
Please stay away from political comments.
I'm trying to shoot you down.
Just đẩy mạnh mật khẩu bị tắt này.
Các bạn đã khỏi không phải nghiêm túc lắm.
Ra ngoài rất là nghiêm túc.
Ra ngoài chứ thì trông nghiêm túc trong này ấy thảo sự.
Mà show my leadership.
Ở ngoài năm nay trông ngon.
Alright, next one again, both members working down Delbray Street of Melbourne.
Okay.
Cháu không biết đội viên chụp hình gì luôn.
Alright, and final one is solo pictures of the other member.
Mai chụp cái này đẹp này.
Mai Nguyen, she again standing in front of a tram, but this one is a green tram.
Before was tram. Oh, the Ariana Grande. The tram, pink tram. Pink tram and green tram.
Camping mà hôm nay mình đứng ở nhớ đứng cái lúc mà chuẩn bị gặp là 8
Rồi, bà xem nhé.
Rồi, xem rồi.
Moving on to the second team.
trông đúng là hứng thú.
Moving on to the second team, the first picture is we're starting again with a solo picture, and this one is of
Peter.
Thế Khải hay là Peter? Thế Khải. This one is taking at the graffiti lane, which is a hosier lane.
Thi Khải.
Ảnh cái con hẻm hả? Cái khả
Oi.
Nhảy rồi.
Yeah, that one.
Rồi, xem lúc này.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's finish this quickly. Second one is the other team member, which is Bảo Châu.
Châu.
This one is standing outside of the cathedral
Tóc bay trong gió.
church.
Chồng. Chỗ này. Bảo lại có hình ảnh ở video luôn đấy. Good man.
And this one. Next one is taking at the Fitzroy Garden.
Vườn hoa.
This one is the solo team member Bảo Châu again. She's sitting at the table.
Tán này cần chú ý.
Đây,
Chiến lược men chùa Ý đấy.
Giống như bức tranh ấy, bức tranh.
Ý khoe.
Ý bảo là như bông hoa, cái vườn hoa đấy. Fit rồi à? Từ mới có kiểu fit rồi.
And the final one is coincidentally also outside of the Flinders Street train station with the iconic green tram.
The same one.
Đấy.
No.
But this one is up team
Tàu không đẹp.
Different team.
No, also I don't have finger in green tram.
You do.
Pink
It's the
tram.
yeah, it's the pink tram.
No difference, please, judge. May I remind you?
My bad, my mistake, I apologize.
Nhưng mà giờ mình chấm mình mới chấm điểm mà.
Rồi,
Ừ.
sau đây chúng ta sẽ chấm điểm
Can I see? Can hai đội nhìn hình trước không?
at the end of the competition. I'll show you.
Cô này.
Let's start with
Chuẩn bị ra debate.
let's start with our super judges, international super judges.
Yes,
Shiba!
Thanks for coming.
Nói tiếng Việt không? Mà bạn tiếng Việt.
First picture.
Chấm điểm đi. Này bà cho 10 điểm.
Bà cho 10 điểm luôn.
Bà ngoại.
10 điểm. Give 10 out of 10 for this
Oh
one.
really?
10 điểm. Rồi, để bạn.
That one is it like 0.5 is okay?
Point face.
Yeah. 8.5.
And
The
everything.
view is good, but like not enjoying, like doesn't show the enjoyment of Melbourne. But like it's showing like you have to visit Melbourne for this.
So the second aspect
Yeah, the
is
second aspect
satisfied,
is enjoying Melbourne.
but
But
the
the
first
first one
aspect is
is-
not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Thanks, George.
Yes, and on that one, myself, doesn't show the enjoyment factor of it. And someone's head is blocking out the main entrance to the actual iconic Flinders Street station.
Okay.
So I give it 4.
A 4 out of 10.
4.
Jesus.
4 cho 4 điểm.
4 điểm.
I'm a very hard judge. huh?
Okay. I'll take that.
Sao mọi người thấy thế nào? Ác không?
I think it's a bit hard.
So,
Anh đạt bao nhiêu? Anh đạt bao nhiêu?
1 đến 10 à?
4 out of 10.
so with this one, I feel like at the first glance, I like the aesthetic of the picture. I like how the clothing and the
Ai
building
cộng rồi?
Đây, bi
has the
cộng.
same color scheme. So I really like that.
Cộng tổng số điểm à?
And of course, Flinders Street Station, the main entrance, is one of the most iconic Melbourne landmarks, so I have to also consider that. So for me, this one, I give it a 9 out of 10.
Thank you, Jen.
Ăn điểm rồi, ăn nhóm điểm.
Ghi vào, ghi vào.
Ảnh thứ nhất à?
No, ảnh thứ hai
Vẫn là đội
cho
chân.
bà.
Có ghi từ ngại không?
Cứ cộng tiếp theo mà. Bà cho bao nhiêu điểm?
Cộng theo hàng cái đi, mỗi ảnh mà một hàng là
9
4
điểm.
cái.
9 điểm. Rồi.
Bà ngoại cho điểm rẻ ngon. Điểm rẻ quá.
Bà ngoại
Điểm
là
tốt.
Maybe
Thấy
this
điểm,
one.
bà ngoại thấy điểm.
You can see the
Cộng
enjoyment
từng cái
in the
một.
photo. There's a little bit of roadworks in amongst it, so that marks it down a little bit. But the tram's there, it's iconic building. I give that one an 8.
Hai người công an giơ tay ra.
À.
Bà ngoại 9 điểm.
Cho mấy điểm?
You can't hold the
điểm.
roadwork.
Construction is reflecting the state of transition that Melbourne is going through to maintain itself as one of the
You're
most
not our
city.
fault. We can't jump on the construction.
It's part of transformation, may I say.
You didn't have your safety vest on.
I'm not on shoes today.
Okay, with this one, I think with this one we both agree. So I mean we're gonna take turn.
Okay,
Take
you
turn.
both have the same
Yeah.
take on it. Yeah.
So for me, with the first look at this one, I didn't really like it at all, and the reason why is because the main objects, the two models,
It's out
is
of
out of focus for me. It's not the main subject of the pictures.
Yeah.
So I didn't really enjoy this one.
Bao nhiêu bạn này cho bao nhiêu?
And then like if you never gone to Melbourne, you don't know this is actually Melbourne. It seems like the tower is actually, if you don't know Melbourne, it's like London. London,
It's a
the
big
clock,
band. It's a
yeah,
big
the
band.
big
London,
band
yeah.
rather than like
But
Melbourne.
London doesn't have pink tram as far as
Yeah, but like it's cannot really seen because like the iconic is the green one, not the pink one.
But would you consider my presentation on
presentation
how
is
Ariana
good.
Grande?
It's on
I think
point.
that's the reason why I chose
The pop culture,
the pop
yeah.
culture to represent the pop culture.
You know,
for
like-
example, as we know, Taylor Swift, international drag queen
Yeah.
icon, is coming to
Coming.
Melbourne and not Sydney. And the fact that she's going to Australia for the first time and performing in Taylor Swift shows the richness of
Melbourne,
Melbourne.
yeah.
Okay, so with this one, I have to say I give it a low 3.
3!
Yes.
Wow.
I cannot find anything like really positive to say about it. Yeah.
I give 6.
6.
Cộng giờ thôi.
20 điểm.
At least they enjoy the trip.
Yeah, at least I get that.
26
Yeah.
là 31.5.
I
The
can
first
add
actor.
that.
Cộng
I'm
vào.
a 3
Nào
add
ơi.
Từng điểm riêng, từng cái riêng.
Lưu là gì?
Next
This is
one.
competition.
Next one. Bà chấm điểm cuối nhá để em vô chấm trước.
Ở lại cho người.
Nghỉ đi.
Và họ.
So this one here, number 3.
Everyone listen. Thank
Number
you.
3.
Hình thứ ba là hình gì đấy?
This could be taken anywhere.
Rất nhiều trên con phố.
There's nothing that tells me that's Australia even.
Chân chọn
In
cái
fairness,
trên phố vẽ.
looks like the people are having fun. There's a few other people to the side that sort of interrupt the picture.
That's fair.
So for me, I give this one a 5.
Phải,
30 điểm.
5 điểm.
Rồi. Ngoại lường cho một cái luôn.
Vì á, chị
Right.
em đấy nhậu.
Bà ngoại đang lo cho anh gái. Bà ngoại
Đâu
đang lo
phải
cho
phải
anh
chọn nó đúng vào Melbourne cơ. Thì nó mới
thì
ấy.
cái hình này mẹ thấy không ổn, mẹ không chọn đâu, mẹ tổ chọn mental là người quyết định mà mình nghĩ theo cái quy trình này cái
Like,
đúng không?
not the point
Mẹ
that like
mẹ thấy thôi thì phải chọn cái hình như trong cái
Yeah.
it does show it's overseas, but it doesn't show Melbourne.
Vô ý là cái tưởng là chọn hình đấy.
Like it can be like in
Chị
somewhere
Mai có cái
Europe
hình để cho kẻ.
or Brisbane.
Em hình ra
Okay,
mình đi
so
xong rồi.
Bo đâu có nổi.
please share your thought with everyone.
This one, the picture, the alignment, position, lightning, facial expression, outfit on point.
Thank you.
10 out of 10 for that part, but it doesn't show that it's Melbourne that
I
much.
see.
Like it can be, it seems like it's
Yeah.
overseas, but you don't know like where it is.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Fair enough.
It can
I
be
think
anywhere.
the postman
Yeah.
delivering the like right behind them, right beside them on the right, at least gives it an indication that it's like a Europe in Australia. But I agree that there's no element to scream Melbourne.
Yeah, like not
Yeah.
like Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this one for me is 7 out of 10.
Thank you. I hope lower.
I thought you were going to get a 0.
Đạt chưa?
No way.
But this one I really love it. I think this is
Tập trung
one. I must say this is for me like the best one you submitted for me.
Wow.
I like how the interaction between the members,
Yeah.
and I like that they standing like right in the middle of the two buildings. So I like that.
Good.
But just now I consider the other input of the other churches that it doesn't show Melbourne, so I must agree on that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Thank you.
Bà ngoại cho điểm.
Bà ngoài cho 10 điểm. Lại thích này.
Quậy thôi, quậy thôi. Em chưa nhớ là năm người
She knows it's Melbourne. She was here tonight. She knows where it is. She's a Melbourneian.
Alright, last one. Let's start off. Let's start with me this time then. So with this one,
This is my least favorite.
definitely Melbourne is there. The outfit is good. However, the facial expression is not there. I'm not sure if she's enjoying it or she's questioning her existence. She look a bit confused.
Can I say this? The brief of this is she's trying to act as if she's a Melbourneian. So
she
even
has
though
an
she's on
identity
holiday-
crisis.
Yes, she's a woman in her,
In a hurry.
in question like in identity crisis, like you say.
Okay. So I
She's
think.
trying to find herself in Melbourne, like trying to fit in as a Melbournean.
So I think I have something to say to you. I think like you have a lot of thoughtful decision when you choose the pick photos. However, I have to say you have to stick with the criteria of the competitions.
Someone enjoying it.
Yes, like please just say that. I think you're trying to be creative, which is a good point, but it's
Maybe
not
too
the
much.
task.
Just
yet.
focus on the.
So for me with this one, I have to give it a fair 5.
Ôi trời
Đấy là của mẹ yêu. Mẹ yêu bị identity crisis app.
sĩ tiến thì ai tí nữa ông chồng cho mấy điểm
Không làm gì nữa.
ông chồng thì không gây vợ đâu.
Alright.
This one, the picture really shows screaming Melbourne. What is it? The green and the black contrast is really nice.
His reputation.
Yeah, it's showing like how nature loving Melbourne is. But yeah, with the facial expression is not really satisfied in Melbourne. Seems like not really enjoying the trip. So I give it a 6 out of 10.
Xịn.
Bạn cho bao nhiêu ạ bạn?
10 điểm.
Lo quá.
Không cần nói nhiều. No opinion.
Alright, your turn please.
Phải có chắc như này nó mới hay. Phải có
Không cần nói nhiều.
For me, this is definitely stands out as Melbourne. No question about that. Because she tried to bribe the judge
Oh.
twice.
She cost us the winning.
So yeah, and there's certainly no happiness in her life. Looks like she's waiting to go to the toilet or something. So I'm going to give it a 5.
Alright, thank you.
2 hả? 25.
Alright.
Đấy sai à?
5 điểm.
25.
26.
Ừ.
Cụ này từ nãy giờ chưa cho ai được 6 hả? Cụ đem bộ.
Nãy có một bạn đáng.
À thế à?
Rồi tổng cộng bao nhiêu điểm cả nhà?
Tổng 4 cái hay là
4 cái.
tổng 4 luôn?
Thôi kệ đi.
Thôi tí nữa tính.
Phải điêu ghi lại nãy giờ đủ
Có,
không?
có.
Thôi đừng có thông báo vì việc
Thôi tí nữa.
Không báo,
không lại cứ cố chọc
Số
dập
điện
lên
thoại.
xuống.
Tí nữa.
Okay, moving on to the second team. First off, starting off with Ngô thí sinh Thế Khải. I start with this one.
Không ai kia nói rồi. Chồng cho 5 điểm nhé.
4 thôi.
5.
5.
Okay, so with this one, it's I can see this team is pushing towards the high beast teenager vibe.
Streetwear.
Yes, and because I live in Melbourne, so I can tell this is a graffiti lane. But I'm not too sure if other people will know this
From a
is in
tourism.
Melbourne.
Also feel free nếu mà hai trong đội chú có thể nói để
Giải thích về cái lý do
đang
sao
làm đội
rồi
rèn làm
nhà.
sao.
Yeah, so
À,
with
nhưng
this
mà-
one,
Nãy giờ mới giải thích nhiều
Đi
lắm.
giải thích tiếng Anh
Đâu?
đi.
So
Anh
yeah.
biết thì cũng được.
yeah, so
Cái hình đầu tiên là gì? Hình đang nói
Đi
là
nói đi.
à.
So, but with this one, I still like it though. That's just a tiny mark that I have to point out. Yeah, let's move on. Before I give out a score, I move on to his judging.
Really like the editing and the position of the picture, very Instagrammable. Contrast between the clothes and the gravity is good, but yeah, like I have to deduct point for like the criteria, the 2 main criteria is not really there. Like enjoyment and what is that?
Iconic Melbourne.
Iconic Melbourne. I mean, the iconic Melbourne is there, but not 100%.
Alright,
So-
I'm gonna give out a score to
Yeah, it's a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Bà cho tầm bao nhiêu?
10 điểm. 10 điểm. Tâm nó không được 10 đâu.
Nó đạt được 10 đâu.
Okay, this one here, I call this artistic. I think it's a very good photo. But again, it doesn't say anyone's enjoying anything. and it doesn't scream Melbourne. So for that I take a couple of points off. I give it an 8.
And I share the exact same thoughts, so that's why I also give it an 8.
Ê,
Hai người cho 8 ạ.
Yes.
Moving on to the second pick, this one is about Joe. Bà cho tớ bao nhiêu điểm ba?
10.
10.
Rồi hai cái 10 rồi.
How many was that?
10.
10 again. How many 10s?
Không
Oh,
hết cả sườn.
Để nó mới vui.
Ôi, buồn cười quá.
so look at this. I could say possibly the person's enjoying themselves, looking up at the top of the cathedral. Where it is in the world, you'd have no idea. I'm not too sure about this one. It doesn't scream to me. I got to give it a 5, and I'm being generous.
Oh. Yeah, after the round we deserve, I think that's fair. Thanks, Judge.
This one, the contrast is really good, positioning is really good. I like the wind effect to the hair as well. And it's kind of like showing a little bit more enjoyment than the previous picture. Like the previous, it sounds, too high pace for me. This one is more like touristy kind of like vibe. I give this one 8.5.
Okay. So for me, I share the same thing. I share the same thing, but the only thing I wish that picture had is some sort of
Melbourne.
some sort of indication that this is taken in Melbourne. So if there's like a name tag or something on the building that can show that this is Melbourne, it would be 10 out of 10 for me. But because it's missing that point, I give it a 9 out of 10.
Ồ, chắc đạt ít này.
And the next one,
bao nhiêu?
this one, it looks like a painting to me. Very, very beautiful, very pretty. If this is not a competition, for me this is a 10 out of 10. But for me, this could be taken anywhere, even in Vietnam, in all the different cafes in Vietnam. So I have to take points off that.
It's Royal Garden.
Yeah, so for me, this one is an 8.
Yeah,
Some people
same.
have 8.
Like doesn't really show it's in Melbourne, but at least I can tell, like, I don't know, like the color choose what is it, like, of the plant, showing like the cheerfulness of like the person in the picture. So this one is 8 out of 10 as well.
Bà cho bao nhiêu điểm bà?
9 điểm.
9 điểm. Có lý do thì tại sao
Hình
không?
hình
Tại sao không? Tại sao tấm này không được 10?
hình nó không rõ, nó quanh.
À, không nhìn thấy cái cô Bảo Châu ngồi đây rõ.
Nó rõ, hình cảnh này đẹp nhưng hình nó bé.
Nhìn người mẫu không nổi lên trong tấm hình. Được không? Công nhận
Lại
được.
lên phim hơi bị hay.
How much? Oh, no. Yeah, for me, when I look at this, you definitely can't tell what location in the world it is. And at first, when I looked at it, I struggled to see the person because it nearly looks like they blend into it, so to speak.
Same, hai Judge đồng ý.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit of, I don't know, it's hard, it just doesn't
The
pop.
human is not the
Yeah, the
subject.
human's not really.
That's what Grandma
Yeah.
said as well. That's the reason.
So
it's
for
not
that,
the
I do like the colours and that. I'll give it probably a 7.
7.
7.
Có điểm.
Có điểm 10 rồi.
Final one. Let's start with bà ngoại.
10 điểm.
10 điểm.
Thế là bà ngoại cho hai thì bằng nhau ạ?
bằng nhau.
Một con 9, 3 con 10.
Mình thua, mình thua rồi.
Alright, for this one, again, can't see the enjoyment in it.
Cái này tàu hả?
And you got the
Trên
roadworks
trạm.
there
Cái này
again.
Vi đúng không?
But the tram is there. It's an icon I recognise
Có cả
in
tàu.
Melbourne because
Có
it's
cả
from
tàu.
the street station. I give it a 5.
5.
Đi là cho điểm rẻ nhất.
Very hard man. Huh?
This one,
Good that you being fair to both teams.
Yêu fair chứ.
Maybe
Con ba của mẹ cũng
Out of all picture, out of all the 4 pictures, this one scream Melbourne the most.
anti em rồi.
Like the contrast and the positioning of the person, alignment and everything. Just minus 1 point for the enjoyment. So it's 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Hơi nhiều.
Bị thắng rồi, không phải tao đâu. Thấy đội bị thắng rồi.
So with this one,
Đội B có vẻ học lớp trẻ.
I have to say this one out of the 4 photos that you submit to me, this one is my least favorite. I feel like the photo is a bit too overexposed, I should say. The thing is, I feel like this team, they're following a pattern. I notice now that all 4 pictures, I cannot see the face of the
Không
2
thấy mặt.
models. So for me, if I wish this one show a face, then I would give it an 8. But because out all 4 pictures, I cannot see the face of the model, so I cannot really see the happiness. So that's why I have to give it a low 3.
Photo don't see the face.
And that brings us to the final. Please work out the score, and we will announce the winner soon. Got. So we have come to the conclusions. I have in my hand the final scores of the 2 teams. First team, Mentor Jen. You have a score of over 100 points, so congratulations. And the second team, Team Mentor E, you also score over 100 points.
Cả hai đội 100.
However, you can only have 1 winner.
Yeah.
So, I won't keep you waiting any longer. And the winner of this competition is Team Mentor E.